What is up, everyone? Back at it again with another Briar jungle video. In this game, we're going to be playing her with the nerfs. Briar is getting nerfed with her W attack speed going down. Her Q is actually getting buffed by a little bit, but overall, she's going to be nerfed. Her base HP is going down too. She's performing too well. All of you are winning too many games on her. I need you to stop that. Try to lose a bit more, but I will try to help you win. And that's what I do. I teach you the best. And for Briar, super broken right now. I'm against Nocturne for matchups. Mordekaiser versus Tryndamere. Isolation lane. Wei versus Smolder. Jinx Milo versus Aphelios Senna. So going down this is very killable. 6 might be a bit awkward, but very aggressive top lane matchups. Jungle matchups is actually very hard for Briar. So I just have to be smart about how I approach it. It should still be fine. Mid matchup is Smolder scaling. Not much we can really do. Maybe if he misses positions, we can take advantage of it. Wei's good scaling. And Jinx Milo versus Aphelios Senna. So it's a very kind of like enchanter range versus range balling matchup. Usually, that's a very important lane to kind of like impact. So we do want to have some sort of impact. Whether we do like a level 3 kind of like reverse gank or something in that window, that's something we do want to play around. So we're going to always think about that. Right now, we see they're not really coming to lane yet. And it looks like they came to lane quite late, right? So when they come to lane quite late, that generally gives off the vibe that they leash, right? And why is that important to know if they leash? Well, it pretty much tells you sort of like what their path is going to be, right? So I know Nocturne starts with blue. He'd probably full clear here, and then he's going to be topside later. That's something we're going to pay attention to, whether it has impact on our decision making or not. But it's good to track the jungler, and that's pretty much who you always want to think about it. But it could have been not a leash, so you could always start topside, so I just have to think about that. Here we're going to E into the wall, make sure we always hit the damage, W again, and from here we're going to see what we want to do. So, like I said, if it's Nocturne's pathing topside, and my lane situation mid, then I don't really have a way to gank. This is not a gankable lane. They would have to like all in or something. So, that's not looking good for me. This is looking kind of killable. But the problem with that is this guy doesn't really help me kill him. His CC is pretty much laughable, so what do I say? Is this like a full clear angle? I don't really see myself ganking right now. I would like to gank, but I just don't see a good gank. So what we do in that situation, we just farm. So here we're going to do the blue. Push it into the blue, into the wall. Here we can always smite when it gets really low. And the missing health damage should take care of the rest. And it's perfectly okay to just play for level 4, right? Like I talked about, feel fine with just power farming on Briar. If I can just get level 4 and nothing happens early game, I'm actually happy as Briar. That's a good early game. Just play for the crab. You're really strong at level 4, I would say. Here, just make sure we get level 4. And just always play around, the crab timer. Here I have mid priority by having my mid here. So we always want to look for this. This guy's kind of trolling, so what we're going to do is go on him fast. So we're going to go Q. He has no E up, so it's very good kill range. So here, we're going to get that one shot. I'm going to go for the crowd. I don't really have as much interest in, whatever Nocturne is trying to do here. And here I think I'm going to go base fast. I could run bot side and try to double crab. But in my opinion, I think it's quite hard to sort of like make that happen. Because depth timers are so short that... Here are my triple sword, actually. Depth timers are so short that I actually don't think it's even good for me. I think I kind of want to play for Void Grubs. I kind of want to just farm bot side and also just want to have a buy. Most likely Nocturne instantly runs bot, gets crab. That's fine. I may look for something bot side here, so we're going to go in the pathing that looks good for us. Nocturne should not be able to kill my bot lane. Aphelios most likely use summoners, so what we do is we're going to get Aphelios. So how I want to approach this gank is I just want to make sure it's on warded here. I already have an extra pink. And we pretty much just run him down with W. Once we're in W, jump over wall range, we go. He flashes, we Q, auto attack, press attack, one shot. E if we want to like drop aggro, stuff like that. Also, Dragon Void Grub spawn timers are going to change. Right now, it's going to be Void Grubs spawning same time, but next patch it's going to be Dragon spawning first. So doing the Void Grubs really fast might not be a very good option. But instead, what you're actually going to do is have a lot more time to just kind of farm before you need to do Void Grubs. The Void Grubs are going to be very broken next patch, so you definitely do want to think about that. So here, I don't think Nocturne can enter this without getting spotted. So because I have this crab, it gives me kind of like a void grub insurance, if you will. So I feel fine that he's not on it. But I don't know if he's on dragon, right? So what I want to do is I'm going to ward dragon first. Just to see if he's on it. Okay. And here I'm going to see the rest of the map. Here it's crab, so we know the crab. They're playing with no summoners overextending. So what I'm going to do is circle around. Dodge the crab by going this way. Wait for Milo. This could be warded. Most likely this is warded. Generally. So I want my balling to play up. So now I think they're overextending. We go in. I go on either one. Let's go on Aphelios first. Because why? Because he just flashed. So we go on him fast. Senna, not really. Brier's not the type to kill two in a situation like this. You're really about that single burst damage. And here I think I'm going to play for Dragon now. And the reason why I want it is because I have 2 smite charges. Instantly smite because 15 seconds, it's going to be back up. And I'm not going to kill Dragon in 15 seconds. Secondly, we have bot Prior. We got the kill. Nocturne will have to deal with my soloing a behemoth in the top side. And he flashes out, so it's really good. And remember, your W missing health damage. Here, I'm probably not going to smite, and the reason why is because I just think it's free. And my bleed will take care of the rest here. And here's where I want to decide on how I want to play it now. So here, I like to base when I'm on a side that I've already cleared everything. And my next side is going to be in a spot that I could just run there, you know, in a way that, like, it's faster if I base, if you think about calculations wise, and I'll just have the buy advantage, and I don't have to base for a while. And this buy, why I go pickaxe, I just like maximizing AD early game, especially on champions that have really good bonus AD scaling like Brier. Boots is really important. You can go free boots if you do, but I like boots, right? And I just like swords. I like pickaxe, boots, and swords. I might upgrade it, I might not, really depends. Here, if Nocturne's on it, he has no flash, we can always see. Okay, there's one left, so if Trinimir is walking down, I don't think I can do it. So what I want to do is crab at the very least. If Trinimir walks down, I think I can just one-shot crab, so I'm not scared of that. I'm more scared of being on Void Grubs and Trinimir, who's level 7, is here. Love it when solo laners are 2 levels up on you. Here, we're just going to start the Void Grub. Now I feel like it's safe, so we can queue it to mark on. And we're just going to finish the last Void Grub. Void Grub's going to give us a lot of experience. Looks like they're fighting bots that I have 6 off this. So it's really good for my R angle. I'm going to look mid. So looks like maybe a fight. So I'm going to R across the map and see what goes on here. Not looking like it's going to hit. So what we're going to do off that is check Nocturne camps. Or dive low dragon here. I do have the 1-2 combo here. So we always use walls here. Just 1-2. And then E to like reset it. Very easy to jump walls. Briar, just be on the edge of the wall. You should always take advantage of that. What I do know is Nocturne recently died, and if you die, base timer is not that long, so I don't have time to do both camps here. I'm gonna one-shot the Raptor and leave. You're probably like, Inori, you're so strong. Why don't you Giga Chad and take his red too? It doesn't matter if I take his red or not. It's really risky, very risky, because if I use spells on the red buff and Nocturne pops out like this, it's not good. And plus, he's actually stronger than me. Even though I have items, he's a very good Briar counter because of that. So now I see Nocturne moving up. Now this is where I'm like more happy, because I can just take a Nocturne angle here. And I think he's going to walk this way, so I'm going to sit in the brush. I'm going to wait for it a bit. Here I want to get Spell Shield fast, and then we just burn him down with the W. Auto flash, one shot, 1-2. Just trying to bait him to go on me a bit there, but he didn't really take it. So what I think is Trinimir used R, right? So that's like a thing in my mind. So if Mordekaiser tanks, I can just one-shot him. Completely worth it. I love it. Not really worth it, but completely mentally worth it. Because we know what? Trinimir is down for the count. We got our Eclipse money. We're happy camper. Boots-wise, we have a lot of options for boots itemization. I favor tabbies if there's ever a heavy AD comp. This is a heavy AD comp, so we go tabbies. I like to buy pink. You don't have to buy pink. You might be allergic to pinks. Most likely in your ELO, your rank, you might be allergic. So don't waste your money on that. Here they get to play off mid. I do have R. And I'm thinking, do I R here? Do I not? Problem is I have all my jungle up. And if I do another play where like I hit and I get like 1 kill. Personally, I don't think it's that worth it. I already spent a lot of time. And jungle is all about time. It's all about management. Here, I think Crab is up. I can stop him from taking Crab. We have priority. I'm going to put myself in a forward position. If Nocturne tries to farm bot side, we kill him. If Crab is down, Nocturne is probably bot side, so we kill him. So either way, we're probably going to end up killing Nocturne in a few seconds here. Just have to get our jungle here, get the Crab. And now we walk in. I already got 2 camps, so my cycle's down. I think Nocturne might be on Gromp. No, Gromp is down. So here we're going to ward. And we're going to play as if we're going to die bot here. So he's here now, so we're going to wait for the spell shield. Fast trade him, and then E while our fear is going off. It's really good. We can R here. And R is just going to be really good for us. Wait for Nocturne to die. Chase the next person. Ooh, maybe get a survive here. Ooh, my E was just about to come up. I think Jinx finishes with the Inori assist. See how I did a fast combo there? And then once my combo was kind of like gone, I re-engaged with the R. That's a big thing. I could wait a bit longer. But generally, after you fast combo, you R, your spells are pretty much back up. Your W and Q is. So you have that option right here. We go Thunder Sky. Because the big reason why Briar is really, she's getting nerfed is actually because they hot fix, or not hot fix, but bug fix Thunder Sky interaction where it was bugged and it wasn't proccing off her Q. So now that they fixed it, she's kind of broken because of that. And it's honestly the best item on her because of how much it heals, plus your passive amplifies it. So that's like a big thing, but I still think she's extremely good, very broken. So don't even worry about Briar. She's a very good champion no matter what. Always believe in the Briar. If you believe in Briar, Briar believes in you. You're gonna have a good life. So here I'm just kind of watching the map. I don't want them to get dragon. Here we can always press the button to see. You always see the shadow trail. Whoever Nocturne is ulting. It's an important thing. Here I think this dragon guy we can chase. We can always run a guy like this down. So we just want to smite him. Get close. Get on top of him. Maybe not get him on this timer. But maybe get him on the next timer of our W. So our W is back up. So here we're going to get on him. His E is not going to be up for this. The slow is quite effective. But we'll see if we're going to get an E off there. Here I have my R up. So I'm going to R. And if he's able to live there, you got to respect the little toes on this guy. And he was a dead, so never mind. He had a bit of toe movements going on, so I was a little impressed. Getting him played is fine. Nocturne just was top side, but I saw Nocturne going bot side, so he's going to go bot side. But the problem is he actually is kind of low for this situation, so I don't know how I want to play it. And the reason I'll play it very slowly. I'll see what Nocturne does. Just need Milo to come with me. I'm gonna jump on him on the Gromp here. So here, just gonna go on him, wait for him to use that. E in advance. We have our second W up, so just get on him again, press attack, one shot, very easy. It's a very simple, you know, once you get enough ability haste, your W is spammable. You can always run down champions. And the reason why this is really good for me is I'm smart enough to understand that my lanes are in a favorable position. Plus, well, I mean, I'm the one who got them there, right? So I've accelerated my team really well. They're moving. I'm looking at the minimap. That's a big thing. I'm looking at the minimap. You lads, I'm gonna be honest, you guys do not look at the minimap. Allergic, whatever, I don't know why, but you have to be looking at this minimap, the bottom right. I like it real big, real wide, real thick, but you need to be looking on the minimap. It's the best way to get better. I know there are players that there are different ways you look at a minimap. Some people, they're very close to the monitor. They always look like down like that. Some people, for me, I have my monitor quite far away. So I'm able to kind of scan the minimap while looking at what I'm doing. So I always have a corner of my eye on my minimap. So for me, I see everything. I have eagle eye. And that's a really important thing. You have to see what kind of person you are. Are you going to be scanning the minimap like me with your corner of your eye? Or are you going to be the one who will physically like move your head so you can look and focus on the minimap? Because this is very important. Not just on Briar, but as a jungler, that is one of the most important things you need to practice. Here, they're very diveable, so I want to think about how I want to R here. Center probably backs there, so we're going to send the R. Follow it, follow it, follow it. Misses, but, you know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Always remember that. Always remember that. Here, this game's a bit of a stomp. Like, the stomp is because of my good decision-making and my intelligence. And a stomp like this can easily go the other way. And how do we secure our advantage? How do we make sure we don't throw when we're, you know, stomping games. It's all about playing for objectives and not fighting when, not doing stupid fights when your team is outnumbered, right? If I'm in the position of winning, if we're in the better, you know, like, if we're in the winning situation, we do not take bad number fights. We play for objectives and make sure we're ready for them. Here, Aphelios is bot. My team is coming mid and top. If we take a fight top side, it's a good number fight, right? Because these two people cannot be here. So that's a good fight. Right? You have to identify why is a good fight, why is it a bad fight. And generally having numbers will always sort of create a good fight. And not having, like if their fed carry is literally swift pushing ball with no teleport, potentially that could be a good fight. Here, remember we talked about Senna, Aphelios spot side. How do they beat us here? How do they win, potentially? They cannot. They cannot. So here I just want to go on this guy fast. If he trades with me, it's actually quite good. I'm going to E in advance. Run away a bit. And then go back on Nocturne. This guy's probably here. We're going to R, hit him with the R after. And then just finish him off with the Eclipse proc. Real simple stuff. You guys just have to add it to your gameplay. Be intelligent. Be a genius like Inori. Be incredible energy. Incredible powerful energy. Here, I don't have any real juice left. I use flash. Use a lot of my things. Milo behind me. Maybe it's killable. So what we need to do is W fast and go on Aphelios. Press attack. W off. E the damage from his burst. And then chase the Senna afterwards. We have the speed shrine, so we can Q, auto, press attack. We have another W coming up. There I could have E'd the damage there, but you know, things happen. Things happen. And once you get Thunder Sky, you can go into Cleaver or you can go into Eclipse. For you guys, a lot of times just going straight into Eclipse will be a favorable build. It'll be a very good build. And usually this is like my full build, this, and then a Death Stance. And a lot of times I don't like going MR. Most games, if there's a lot of AP champions, you can go MR. But I personally don't think you need MR on her. It's just sort of like a wasted stat. If you really need MR, you can go like Spirit Visage later on. But DD is very important on her. And a lot of times you can kind of overheal magic damage while physical damage is way too high of a DPS. That you can't really overheal physical auto attacks like Senna, Aphelios, DPS in you. Mage damage is a lot more magic damage oriented burst, where you can heal in the burst sequence as well. Here I don't know where the fight's happening, so I'm just going to wait for the Nocturne R to run out, and then I can look to see where I want to R. The fight is over here, so we're going to R. Most likely we'll hit. And here we always want to start with the Q. Auto attack, Q. I'm saving my W. Why? Because if your R is activated, your W... If you use W in your R, it pretty much cancels out, so you don't want to do that. You want to kill someone and then W. In cases where you can just one-shot them without using the extra W. And from here, I just think, okay, I mean, the game's kind of stompy, but I want to make sure I get Dragon. Or maybe just auto this a bit. Be here to feel better about myself. W the wave. I have E-ups, even if someone drags me into tower. It's not really that scary for me. Here, I always cannibalize their bot side. I'm always going to make Nocturne feel really bad, so he has no jungle bot side. Very important. You always want to make the other jungler feel really bad. You know, it's not like I don't want, you just have to do it. You know, you want to be a winner, you just have to be doing that. And you just want to take everything, really just, you know, a wave of locusts, and visualize yourself like a swarm of locusts just consuming everything in its path. That's a big thing about jungle. And I'm taking everything as I'm moving in the direction we're going. And this Nocturne, he wants a pace of me. No, Lotus. Here we have, he has spell shield, right? So we're just gonna forget it. Most likely we're gonna have to R and just re-engage if we can. We missed that. It's unfortunate. I think I can one-shot him, but I'm not sure if I really want to do that yet. I'm gonna E in advance here, push them all back. Quite psychotic what I just did. Really didn't amount to much, but I could have killed Nocturne if I buffered my R where he uses E. That's the thing. A lot of times I use my E. Oh, wow. Way damage. A lot of times I use my E when I'm about to get CC to push them away and, like, you know, buffer it during CC. Or you can cast R while CC is about to hit you to preemptively have this casted. Even if you get CC'd, it doesn't interrupt your R or your E if you're casting it. So it's really good to use it during crowd control moments where Nocturne's going to fear you, Hecarim's going to R you. Nocturne's about to, or Nautilus is going to R you, you know, like these abilities that are telegraphed, you can easily play around them. If you're able to get Dragon, we're kind of stomping them quite hard. I love it. I'm a big fan of it. I live for it. But I'm gonna just farm my bot side. I don't think Baron is that, you know, if I can't solo Baron, but eventually we're gonna do Baron, and that's on my list, right? 100%. So we're just gonna take it very slow as we kind of like work our booty over there. Here I'm just gonna do the Raptors. I see my team basing. Jinx is gonna eventually come. And the goal really when you're doing Baron is just like fast, right? You just push this mid wave. You clear this jungle. I'm not going to do Baron right away. I'm going to walk in. At the very least, we should walk in, right? Because if we push them here and we push them past here, we pretty much guarantee that Baron is ours. And it's just very important, right? Here we know Senna's here. She was here. So we can just go on her fast trade, E in advance. And now we kind of R the buffer, R flash, and then we go right back in here. Here I think I need my W to kill. Whoa, what is that? Bro, I got slowed by a gazillion. Like, what was slowing me? There are flash because I felt like I was a bit worried that I was too close to them, that they could kill me or do too much damage, where if I hit R and I shot into them, I might die. So R flash is always a combo to space them. Like, I always like, get away from me, R flash backwards, my R hits, I go back in. And I avoid a lot of like unnecessary damage. Here with Syrinx, I mean, the game is just completely over. We'd easily do Baron off this, and then we just make sure we capitalize on that value. Super easy, super good. Here I'd ping my team to let them know we want to do Baron. Remember, we can always track who Nocturne is ulting by hovering the screen. Here I see it's on a wave. My team is silent on them, kind of like egoing. I respect it. I love it. I live for it. But I think, oh wait a minute, I think so. I think they just outright win. I think this might be a GG angle. I think we might just go straight up, run it back, end the game. Trinmere might be flanking here, so I have R ready. Just gonna see what he does. A little peekaboo action going on here. I might flank on Trinmere. Might try to get him to like use abilities, stuff like that. Trade on him fast and E just to kind of chunk him, right? Trade on him like that is always really good. Just really high amounts of damage. Here I think I might be able to hit a Smolder if he walks that way. I'm gonna go on the Dragon fast. I have Syrinx, right? So I'm not really scared. Trinmere decided he wanted to commit Sudoku with the Smolder. I respect it. Brothers die together, respectable. And that's a game. Hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments what you think, and hope that this video helped you learn. Good luck on your climb. Good luck on the Brier journey. She's still gonna be OP after nerf, so don't worry about that. Enjoy it. Enjoy while it goes well. See you in the next video.